All right, good evening and welcome to this Yoga for Recovery, Realization, and Resilience. My name is Brian and I'm delighted to be with you today. Today's practice is going to be an exploration of breath work, pranayama, breath control practice with a little bit of light movement to generate a little freedom within the body, and then followed by a prolonged period of meditation, a guided meditation. So we'll put all that together into probably a 40-minute practice, 30 to 40-minute practice today. As always, remember it is your practice. And so what I am doing here is offering, suggesting, and inviting you to do some things. Remember that ultimately it is your practice. And you are only required to be present and to breathe. Everything else is optional. You can modify at any time. You can come out of any posture at any time. You can take any alternate posture at any time. Do what is right for you. Listen to the wisdom of your own body. Honor that wisdom by giving your body what it is asking for. And especially in the breath work, at any time, if you feel overactivated, you're working too hard. Even in the activating breaths, we're going to do a couple of activating breaths using the bellows effect of the diaphragm. Even in an activating breath, if you're feeling that you're out of sync or out of alignment with respect to the equality of the inhalation and the exhalation, then stop and reconnect. Find your balance, reaffirm your connection, and just move in. There is no stress, no strain, no overexertion in yoga. We're simply being present fully and seeking to have the ability to control these practices in a way that we can change our mind states and allow ourselves to be present. So, all right, we'll start with our landing. As always, we'll raise a little gratitude, we'll set our intention, and then we'll move from there. So I invite you to find a supported posture, whatever that means for you. So bringing yourself into yourself, coming into a posture in which you feel both supported and in which you can lengthen your spine and breathe, whatever that looks like for you. Take a moment to find that. And then having established that posture, whatever that looks like, find your supports. Feel the parts of your body that are in contact with something and feel the physical sensation of that connection at those body parts. Bring your awareness to that physical sensation of connection as support. What is it like to be supported in this posture and in this moment? And then imagining you could root down through those parts. Root, and as you root down, lengthen through the side body, lengthen through the spine, and lengthen through the crown. Tuck the chin slightly to feel the back of the neck release. Over-exaggerate that tuck for a moment to feel that release, and then just align this relationship of the chin and the sternum. Or bring your chin parallel to the mat or the floor. Just find that place where you can feel the full length of your spine from the base to the crown. And then come into the present moment by coming into your breath. Find your inhale as it appears underneath your nasal passages and begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils. Following the inhale all the way in. Maybe tightening a little at the back of the throat, at the glottis, so that you can hear the breath in your nostrils. Audible breath in the nostrils, find the rhythm of your breath by listening to that audibility or audibleness. I'm not sure what the right word is there. But we make the breath audible so we can hear the rhythm of the breath. And then we begin to align with the rhythm of the breath. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Establishing yourself in your yoga, establishing yourself in your practice, establishing yourself in your body, establishing yourself in the present moment. This is our yoga. This is it. Presence, awareness, focus. And having established ourselves here, I'll invite you on your next inhale to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space and allow to arise in your heart space gratitude. Any one thing for which you're grateful today, perhaps just the possibility of gratitude. And whatever it is that arises for you when gratitude is called forth, I invite you to see it clearly in your mind's eye And then anchor your gratitude in your heart space. Just hold your gratitude right there in your heart space. Perhaps keep it there for your practice today. And if you like, I invite you to set an intention for your practice. And maybe your intention is simply that, to just keep your gratitude anchored in your heart space, or to just be present with each inhalation. And whatever your intention is, I invite you to take a moment now and state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. And then listen as the echoes of your intention perhaps reverberate in your being. And on your next inhale, I invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose to, allow your chin to drop towards your grateful and intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention as I say, Namo Namaste. Then lift the chin, release the hands, switch your feet or legs, find a supported posture. We're going to be seated for a couple minutes for a couple of breath practices. So we're going to begin right away by getting right into this with a breath of fire, with an ego adjuster or auric adjuster. And the breath is a Bhastrika or bellows breath. Now, if you are pregnant or on your menstrual cycle, you will simply do a long, deep yogic breath, full inhale, complete exhale. Do not do the diaphragmatic pulsing. If you're fine with doing the diaphragmatic pulsing, on the exhale, you'll pull the diaphragm back and down, belly button moves toward the spine, exaggerating the exhale. Your rhythm and your pace. And then as your diaphragm releases, the inhale comes. Now the inhale and the exhale are equal in length and volume and intensity, even though we're maybe exaggerating a little on the exhale. The inhale is equal in length, volume, and intensity. And as I said, if you get a little overamped here, stop. That means you're working too hard. The body is very still. The awareness is on the breath in the nostril and the diaphragm moving. Focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or at the tip of the nose if the eyes are narrow. So find your supports, root and lengthen and elongate through the spine. The arms will be up at a 60-degree angle, palms forward, and the fingers folded back towards the top of the palm. So little half fists, and then the thumbs are in an arc over the head. So imagine your thumbs touch over your head and then 60 degrees. Okay, we're just going to be here for a little bit. And so just find your rhythm and your pace. Find your own practice. So extend, support, lengthen. Take a full inhale and begin. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Spine is long, arms are extended, body is still. Just being present with your breath. Full inhales and complete exhales. Go within. Notice your experience. Be with your breath. Just be aware of the breath. Focus at the brow point or the tip of the nose. Keep your awareness on your breath. And just be present with yourself. Just breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Arms long. Crown lifted. Spine extended. 20 more seconds. Just stay with it. Take a full inhale, extend the fingertips, bring the thumbs to touch over the head. Move the palms slightly to the wall behind you to lengthen, get long. Gently retain this breath. Lift at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, at the heart. Although the arms are lifted, the shoulders are relaxed, the chin is tucked, everything is very still. Gentle hold. And exhale, release the arms down in an arc alongside the body. Touch the earth lightly. Then bring the hands to the knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger together. Let the breath come back to whatever is normal for you at this point. Feel into what is shifted. Notice how that little bit of practice may have shifted everything for you. Powerful breath, powerful tool to change the way you're feeling, the way you're being, the way you're showing up in the moment. Just notice your experience. Feel what's energized. Now, our next breath is going to be a variable breath. So we're going to align breath with movement in this gentle movement while seated. So you may want to switch across your feet or reconnect with your sits bones, find your seated posture. The movement is one in which on the inhale, the heart, well, let's start at the lower spine. The lower spine will sort of arch or move forward. So you're rocking your pelvic bowl so that your lower spine is moving forward, arching a little bit. The heart is opening a little bit. The crown is lifting a little bit. That's the inhale. On the exhale, you're rounding the spine, releasing the chin. So it's inhale, heart lifts, lower spine arches. Exhale, spine rounds, chin drops. Now, the arm movement is the palms will ride up the thighs on the inhale and down the thighs on the exhale. So the inhale and the exhale are going to be broken up into two parts. So we're going to begin by inhaling through the nostrils in two parts, arching and lifting. And then on the exhale, we're going to round the spine. We'll exhale in two parts out the mouth. Now, here's where it gets a little trickier. Then we're going to reverse the inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, we'll be in through the mouth, arching and lifting. And the exhale will be through the nose. And then we'll switch again. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Two-part inhale through the mouth. Two-part exhale through the nose. Two-part inhale through the nose. Two-part exhale through the mouth. Continue that pattern. Rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Maybe you're breathing a little quicker than me, maybe a little slower. It's no problem. It's your practice. Be in the rhythm of your own breath. Twenty more seconds. Just stay with it. Inhale up. Gently retain this breath while lifting at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, at the heart. Relaxing the shoulders, tucking the chin, holding everything centered in the being, centered in the heart space. Be very still. And exhale, release. Bring your thumb and forefinger together, palms up on the knees, spine long, body relaxed. Just feel into stillness. Be present. Allow all that to settle. Notice what shifted for you. Be in your energetic place. Calm. Clear. Steady. Focused on the breath, just allowing the breath to come and go. Noticing what shifted. Take a full inhale. A complete exhale. And then come around to your mat on your back. And we're going to do a little light movement. Open the body to release and allow energy to move through the body. So come down on your back. Bring your heels down long. Feel the back of your legs, the back of your crown, the back of your shoulders. And then tilt the pelvic bowl to feel the lower. So feel the full backside of your body engaged. Let the toes fall lightly open just to relax the legs a little bit. Heels lightly touching. Get long through the heels so you can feel the back of the calves supported. Take the arms overhead. Interlock the thumb, either direction, it doesn't matter. Bring the toes toward the ceiling, neutral, heels and toes touching. Gently inhale, get long through the fingertips and press long through the heels. Toes flex back toward the face, fingers long, heels long. Feel the backside of the body, full inhalation. Exhale, release to neutral with the toes, switch the interlock of the thumbs. Gently inhale, lengthen through the fingertips and press the toes away from the face. Get long through the toes and the fingers, get long, full inhalation. Exhale, release the toes to neutral. Bring your hands so that your palms are touching. Interlace your fingers, steeple the index finger, cross the thumbs over. Bring the right ankle over top of the left. And then inhale, get long. As you exhale, take your feet to the lower right corner of your mat. Take your arms to the upper right corner of your mat. So you're opening the left side body. Just go gently with your body. Allow your body to open at its own pace here. Find a little bit of that reverse C or banana shape as you open the left side body. Breathe in. Inhale, get long. Exhale. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, let everything come back to neutral. Uncross the ankles, release the fingers, interlace the fingers the other way, the awkward way, crossing the other side, steeple the index finger, and then cross your left ankle over top of your right. Inhale, get long. Take your feet to the lower left corner of your mat, your arms to the upper left corner of your mat, reversing that bend and opening the right side of the body now. And again, just be gentle with yourself. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be, nothing to do here. Just feeling into that opening along the right side body as you breathe in and breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Come back to neutral. Uncross the ankles. Release the hands down by the sides. Turn the palms up. Let the toes fall open. Take a full inhale to the belly. A complete exhale. And then bring the soles of the feet together. So the knees will go wide. The heels will come just as long as the soles of the feet are touching. So the heels may come toward the hips, they may not. They may just be down at the bottom of your mat. Find the place where your knees feel the most open, your hips are open, and just be here for a moment. Let your palms be up. Relax your back down. Now you adjusted your feet so the hips move, so make sure your lower spine is on the mat. So tilt that pelvic bowl a little bit so your lower spine is supported on the mat. The crown goes long, the back of the head is light. And just breathing here. We're just opening the side. Maybe butterfly your knees a little bit gently. So maybe just gently nudging your knees up and down. The little butterfly wings here. Just feeling into this. Couple breaths here. Breathe deep into the belly, full inhale. Complete exhale. Feel the knees opening up. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. On your next inhale, take your hands to the outside of your thighs. Gently support your knees coming together. Bring the heels in closer to the hips. And then bring the knees in toward the chest. Reach up and grab just below the knees and squeeze. Keep your back long, your shoulders down, and release the hands down alongside the hips for support. And we're just going to do some simple movements here. Inhale, the feet will come out lightly, just hovering above the mat. On the exhale, the knees will come back into the face, towards the face. And then continue that movement with your breath. Inhaling and feet away, knees away. Exhaling, knees in. Find your rhythm. Just a few more of these. Simple movement with breath alignment. Inhaling out. Exhaling in. And continuing. A couple more. Inhale out. Exhale in, reach up and squeeze just below the knees, rock a little side to side. And then to bring the knees over the hips. Take your arms out 60 to 90 degrees to create space. And then we're simply going to allow the legs to fall over to the left. And then inhale back to center. And then the knees fall to the right. Now they may not go far. This may be a very light movement. You're keeping the knees and feet together. Just a little bit of releasing into a twist either side. That opposite shoulder should stay down and relax. So don't go too far here. You're just letting the hips open up. That movement's in the back and upper part of the hip. With your breath. One more here. Inhale up, bring the knees into the chest, reach up and squeeze. Rock a little side to side, release any tension. We got one more here on your back. Hands down by the hips, palms down, or bring your thumbs underneath the sits bones for more support. Or even bring the back of your palms underneath your SI joint at the top of the buttocks. That'd provide you even more support. Like I'm demonstrating here. Knees come over the hips. And then we're simply going to piston the legs. So on the inhale, the left leg will extend long while the right knee comes closer to the shoulder. And then we switch. Exhale, right leg long, left knee in. Move with the breath. Your rhythm. Your pace. Your breath. Your practice. Now, the lower the legs are with respect to the mat, the more energetic engagement, less support from the spine. The higher the legs are towards the ceiling, or then probably you get a little bit more support from your spine. So find the place that's most appropriate for you. So if you're pressing your feet directly up to the ceiling, you feel a whole lot more support in your spine. If you're pressing your feet towards the crease where the ceiling and the wall come together, You'll feel a little bit more, a little lower with your feet in the middle of the wall. Maybe you feel a little bit more. You notice how the spine less able to support you here. And then if you're just hovering above the mat, just engaged here. Feeling energy engage, feel the body engage, present with your breath, be in the rhythm of your breath. Learning how to align movement with breath. Couple more here. Bring the knees into the chest, reach up and squeeze, rock a little side to side. One more on the back side of the body, bring the heels down near the hips. Knees are in alignment with the hips and parallel. Palms down by your hips. Crown is long. Feel the back of your body on the mat. On the inhale, begin to press into the feet. As you press into the feet, you tilt the pelvic bowl and feel the buttocks begin to lift. Continue to press into the feet. The knees move away from the face. We roll up into the lower back, the middle back, and maybe even the upper back into our bridge pose. We're just going to hold this dynamic bridge. Now we hold the pose, not the breath. We're breathing here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. See if you can avoid retreating on the exhale. Just be steady and firm in your bridge here. Full inhales. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale. Exhale, slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. And then bring the knees into the chest and squeeze. Rock a little side to side. Nice work. Extend your legs and roll to your belly, either direction. Come into a little cobra posture here. Bring the hands alongside the body. So the thumbs are right at the breast line. Inside of the wrists, lightly touching the ribs. Forehead, nose, or chin to the mat. Tops of the feet extended long. Press into the tops of the feet, feel the knees lift. Press lightly into the fingertips, lengthen through the crown, feel the nose come up off the mat. Continue to lengthen through the crown, lift the heart, bring the heart forward. Light pressure in the fingertips, little to no weight, maybe pick up your hands, feel the full cobra. Maybe press lightly into fingertips, get a little more extension. Cobra pose, breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Turn your cheek to the mat. Release your hands by your hips. Palms up. Let your heels fall open. Take a breath. Down into the belly. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Let everything settle. And one more for the back side of the body. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring your heels together, bring your nose to the mat, bring your hands back underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes this time. Press into the heels, feel the knees engage and lift. Press into the palms, lengthen through the crown, feel the nose come up off the mat. As you inhale, press into the palms and to the feet and lift into a plank. As you exhale, lift the hips, let the crown drop toward the mat. Press your chest and stomach back toward your thighs. Let your heels drop toward the bottom of the mat. Come into downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. As you exhale, walk your hands back toward your feet, coming into your forward fold. Release the head, release the hands. Lift the hips, press into the heels, press the heels back and up. Let the forehead come to the shins. Take a full inhale here. A complete exhale. Inhale, come to a flat back, halfway up. Lengthen through the crown. Exhale, release the head, release the hands. Bend the knees, inhale, roll the torso up, one vertebra at a time, saving the head and neck for last. Torso comes upright, shoulders naturally roll up and down, chin lifts, crown gets long, turn the palms forward, let the fingers extend. Mountain posture, take a moment here to feel everything settling in, being upright. Check in with your gratitude and your intention. Inhale, take the arms up, maybe look up, see your thumbs, maybe not. Get long, and then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna do our twist standing. All right, so I'll face you. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips for support and stability. Take your hands out from the shoulders, palms forward and out. As you inhale, you're going to rotate to the left. The right hand will come to the heart. The left hand will go to your left somewhere. Maybe even comes behind you, maybe not. Wherever you're opening, without any stress or strain. As you exhale, you're going to rotate to the right. The left hand will come to the heart. The right hand will open up. And you're moving with your breath. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Continuing. Finding your rhythm. Your pace. Your breath. Your practice. Maybe as you begin to loosen up, maybe your rotations become a little quicker, maybe not. Maybe you're just nice and smooth here. See if you can introduce the concept of smooth into your practice. Always we practice with the concept of kind, being kind to ourselves, calm, steady, focused on the breath, moving within your own body. Couple more here. Inhale back to center, both hands to the heart. Exhale, walk the feet back in underneath the hips. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Come back to your seated posture. Establish yourself in your seat. I'm going to be here for a few minutes. As we move into a breath and guided meditation to close out our practice for today. So find your established seat, root into your supports, lengthen your spine, settle in. Now the palms will come to prayer, thumbs resting lightly at the breastbone. Crown is long. Breath is a simple 4-part inhale through the nostril. You'll break the inhale into 4 equal parts or 4 equal strokes. Breathing in. Pausing lightly at the top and then exhaling 4 strokes out through the mouth. Pausing at the bottom, inhaling 4 strokes. Pausing, exhaling. The eyes are just lightly focused at the tip of the nose or looking down just over the top of your fingertips. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Notice perhaps that as you settle in, as you stop exerting and you just breathe, maybe the breath gets a little quieter. Maybe not. Notice your own experience. Body very still. Awareness on the breath in the nostrils or the mouth. Focus just slightly downward, just over the tip of your fingers, just beyond the tip of your nose. Last repetition. So that as you finish your exhales, release your hands to your lap. Right palm resting atop the left, thumb tips lightly touching, shoulders relaxed, crown long, eyes closed. Focus at the third eye. Settle into stillness. Settle into rest. Let go. Allow yourself to be done here. You're done. Allow everything to integrate and settle. Take this moment to search for peace. Check yourself. We're calm, steady, focused, present, at rest. Be at rest. What is it like to be at rest? Can you find stillness? The ever-present stillness that surrounds us at all times. Can you access that stillness? Allowing yourself to be just as you are, without any need to do. Allowing and accepting stillness. Famous yogi Eric Schumann once said, "We move into stillness to discover the truth of who we are." Explore for yourself the truth of that statement. Can you move into stillness? And if you can, what do you experience? Notice your own experience. Be present with your experience. Be here with yourself. Just allowing yourself to be just as you are in this moment. And we'll take this last moment or so to allow stillness and silence to perhaps merge. And I invite you now to take a moment to notice to where your attention may have wandered. And if you find, perchance, that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to simply bring gratitude to that noticing. And then gently and compassionately return your focus to your breathing. On your next inhale, I invite you to take a full inhalation. And as you exhale, if you choose to, allow your hands to float once again to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And as you're aware of yourself in your space, I'll invite you once again, if you choose, to allow perhaps one more thing for which you are grateful to arise. And as you witness yourself in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And when you do rise, please take the echoes of your practice, these tools that we have for self-regulation and your gratitude. Please take your tools and your echoes and your gratitude with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.